I wanna go.
2018 Wags not too posh to fly with England supporters. The Wags are proving a lot less high maintenance for the fine Russia than the 2006 contingent were in Germany. The wives and girlfriends, plus other relatives, flew in and out of Nizhny Novgorod for the 6-1 thumping of Panama on Sunday by private charter jet as their 2006 predecessors would have traveled. But the difference is the current Wags were sharing their flights with England fan groups who are based in St. Petersburg. Celebrities such as Victoria Beckham, Cheryl Cole and Nancy Dell'Olio certainly would not have wanted to do that 12 years ago. Also, the paparazzi were parked outside the Brenner's Park Hotel in Baden-Baden en masse 12 years ago but have virtually ignored the 50-plus party of Wags so far. When the players had their day off in St. Petersburg last week, the 5 unaccompanied players who went to the Hermitage Museum were the center of attention. The FA say they have organized the Wags itinerary, which means sharing all their internal flights with England supporters, but the players' families are paying their own way. Even FIFA looked to be buying into the FA's desire to be known as the English FA rather than the FA, which it has felt smacks of arrogance. The FIFA list of VIPs in Nizhny Novgorod had Chairman Gregory Clark down as being from the FA of England, which would have pleased him greatly, if not some of the diehards left on the FA council. It comes to something when troubled TalkSport, who have had numerous changes in personnel in the build-up to the World Cup, are providing far more informative radio coverage than Radio 5 Live. It was TalkSport who asked the questions that led to Gareth Southgate's controversial comment, "Our media has to decide whether they want to help the team or not." In contrast, Radio 5 Live listeners have been reduced to Robbie Savage presenting a banal World Cup breakfast show which includes asking commentators to work stupid phrases into their match commentaries, even for England games. Fortunately, football correspondent John Murray declined to do so. Harry Kane had to appeal to the Premier League to be given a goal for Tottenham against Stoke that hit his shoulder and was originally credited to Christian Eriksen. But England teammate Ruben Loftus-Cheek, whose goal-bound shot against Panama hit Kane's heel, was happy for his captain to have his hat-trick and the match ball. Kane said he would let others decide but he had no doubts that the goal was his. Provocative BBC pundit Danny Murphy, who was so dismissive of the press during Team Sheet Gate, nevertheless continues to work as a columnist for the Evening Standard during the World Cup. Hypocritical or what? And the self-proclaimed expert on player-press relationships says the England squad only play darts with the press because the FA make them. Yet he has been nowhere near the England media centre in Rapino to judge an FA charm offensive that has worked, so far. Coincidentally, Murphy was staying in the same hotel as most of the England press corps in Nizhny Novgorod, where he made clear he didn't have enough time on air to fully explain his opinions. It is a well-used excuse. As for the preposterous broadcaster Arlo White, who also weighed in on the team sheet furor, he is best known for being one of the worst test match special commentators in living memory. Germany and Chelsea's Antonio Rudiger could not be bothered to take out his earphones as he conducted post-match interviews after his country's narrow win over Sweden. No surprise then that he answered the questions as though he hadn't heard them.